Okay, and Kasparian, look, everyone would love that to be the case. I think it's extremely difficult to get there, as we will probably see. Your colleague Cenk Uygur, who you referenced at the top of the show, he did a tweet which even I recalled it. I like Cenk a lot, but he called the Ayatollah courageous because he hadn't gone on his knees to Israel. Did you agree? I mean, do you think the Ayatollah Khamenei was a courageous man?
Well, he never capitulated to the Israelis, and we live under a government where, regardless of which party is in power, is on its knees on behalf of Israel. So I understand what he's talking about. He's talking about government leaders, a country's leader, in the case of Iran. As much as I did not agree with the Ayatollah, I'm not a religious person, and I certainly don't like extremism or supremacy of any kind. The fact of the matter is he didn't embarrass his people by getting down on his knees to pleasure Israel, as our leaders here in the United States do. So I understand the point that he was trying to make. And I think if you talk to a lot of Americans, they are embarrassed by the fact that our leadership rarely represents our best interests and seems to prioritize the best interests of Israel in every instance. And I think that what we're experiencing right now is a good example of that.
But this is an Ayatollah who only a few weeks ago slaughtered 30,000 of his people to repress them from protesting.
That number's not confirmed, so you regurgitating it is very questionable, Piers. Where'd you get that number from?
How many do you think were killed?
We don't know the exact number, but to say that 30,000 people were slaughtered during those short weeks is ridiculous to me. Iran has put out specific names of individuals who have been killed, and it's around 3,000. We don't know what the exact number is, but you really think 30,000 people were killed? You're not going to question that at all? 30,000?
Well, I'm curious, if you don't think it's 30,000, how many do you think it was?
I don't know the exact number. No one knows the exact number.
But you know...
But
if you don't know the number, how do you know? Well, hang on. Hang on a second. Hang on a second.
I've said multiple times. I'm not going to hang on for a second. I've said multiple times. I don't agree or like the regime in Iran. That doesn't mean that it's untrue that they never capitulated to what Israel demanded of them. Whereas here in the United States, we literally spill blood and use our treasure on behalf of Israel. That's the point that Cenk was trying to make. And I think it's a pretty accurate point.
Okay, you can make that point. I'm questioning the... Hang on one second, please. I'm questioning the use of the word courageous about a ruthless, despotic monster. And I'm curious why you are so confident it's not 30,000 people who were killed, but you have no idea how many people were killed. How can you be sure it wasn't 30,000?
No, I don't. I don't know how many people were killed. You don't know how many people